Are you able to see the screen, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, right. Thank you so much. Right, so let me start the session. Okay, so welcome all of you for this 2 days live workshop, which will continue with the Career Accelerator classes, which is completely with AI powered. But before we start our sessions, we are actually conducting some pre-classes, what we call it as. That is, for 2 days, we'll give you a live workshop on what this data analytics and reporting is all about using this AI technology. Okay, right. So the reason why we are actually doing this class, the 2 days classes, this is not just only learning about your skills, developing your skills. It is about how actually you can go through the internship and also how actually you can move on with the projects and then how you can build your careers, whether you're a student or a professional. Okay. So for that reason, actually, we are conducting these 2 days classes where we'll be learning not just about the skills, about how actually the AI is actually progressing in the current situation. Okay. Right. So these are the topics what we'll be discussing today. So in depth, I'll be discussing about all these things. So first we'll understand about what this workshop and what all things we'll be learning. Then what is the AI revolution? Then how the data is actually running because of the data. Then we'll also discuss about our main core topic, that is what is data analytics. Then we'll differentiate between what is data, information, insights, and decisions. And then we'll try to understand about the modern data careers. This is main thing because once you finish your skills, once you finish your course, once you finish your project, what next? Okay. So how the modern data careers are available as of now. Then we'll also understand about every professional, why they should learn AI. Okay, not just professionals. We'll also see why the students also have to come into this artificial intelligence industry. Say, next we learn about can everyone learn AI? Some people actually feel that I'm a developer, only I can learn AI. Some people will think that no, I'm not a developer, I cannot learn AI. So, who can learn this AI? Why and how? That I'll be discussing in this particular topic. What should you actually learn? Many people think that okay, I'll learn ChatGPT, Claude, or something. AI is used in every industry. For each industry, what kind of tools you have to learn, how actually you should learn the AI, and what all AI tools are there, for what purpose we are actually using, that I'll be discussing in this particular chapter. Okay. And we'll understand about some live exercises. I'll be giving you some simple exercises, but this topic will take it tomorrow. I'll be working on so many various different technologies and also about the data analytics, reportings, data science, dashboards, and everything that we'll see live. More examples in the tomorrow session, but today we'll see some of the simple examples how actually AI can be used. Okay. Then what are the careers we have in AI? Then we'll discuss about what is the future of AI and data analytics. And we'll have some interactive session and about what we'll be learning tomorrow. So this is what the agenda of today's topics. Okay, or say today's session. Okay, so this I'll be covering in depth of it to give you more knowledge on why you people have to come into this AI industry. Okay, right. So first of all, let's understand the entire workshop. What we'll be learning. Say by the end of this workshop, I'm telling both the days. What we'll be understanding is why data is the foundation of every modern business. You be, let's say, 20 years back or 30 years back, and even if it is next 50 years also, data is very important. The technologies may change. Say it can be Excel to Python, anything, even artificial intelligence, but data will remain. So you have to understand why this data is very important for the modern business and why AI is one of the most valuable skills of this decade. Okay, so we'll be understanding about this by the end of this session. Next, how data analytics and AI complement each other to solve real business problems. If we just take 10 years back, how we used to work on data analytics and now how we are working is totally different. We have a lot of difference. So what is that difference? How data analytics, data science, data engineering, and AI are actually collaborating with each other to make our life easy. That's what we'll be understanding. Next, what companies actually expect from modern professionals. I've seen many institutes, many colleges, they say learn ChatGPT, learn Claude, learn all these AI tools. But many of them don't tell that, if you learn this kind of technology, what kind of projects you have to work, what kind of projects actually the companies are looking for. That I'll be discussing in this particular workshop. Okay. And which skills learn first and why. So what, okay. How to build a structured step-by-step roadmap towards becoming an AI powered data analyst. Okay. If you want to become a data analyst, don't think that Excel, Power BI, Python, that is enough. There are a lot of other things what you have to understand. Okay. People, let me tell you one simple concept. Today, in the industry, you go to any companies, because I am there in the industry for almost 20 plus years. So what we have seen from last, years, and now from 2020, say 2025 and above, companies are looking for only two things. What is the problem? How to solve it? That's all. In that, in the middle, we have to learn the technology, the AI, you name it, anything. But the companies are looking for how the problem can be solved. That's all is what they are thinking. So keeping that in mind, you have to understand the technology. That I'll make you people aware of it. Okay. Right. Next, how we high-tech analytics solutions AI-powered career accelerator provides a complete learning journey from beginner to industry-ready professionals. People, actually, ITAS is there from many years. Okay. So we have seen every single stage of data analytics right from the beginning. So we started in 2012. I'll just give you some brief introduction after this slide. So I've seen data analytics right from scratch. So whatever you see now, many institutes are coming, they are giving you all big promises. I'm not telling that they are good or bad. I'm no one to tell that. I'm just telling we have seen that from scratch, and we know each and every technology right from data entry level to the level of artificial intelligence. Okay. So I can give you any kind of insights, suggestions, okay, clarifications for this data analytics, data science, and data engineering careers. Okay. So by the end of this, you'll be learning all these things. At least, not telling that you people might join the course or not. That is left to you. These 2 day classes are actually for you people to understand why AI is important, why data is important, why data analytics is important. That's all. So after that, you can decide whether you want to join in ITAS or in XYZ institute. That is left to you. Okay. But my job is, my responsibility is to give the awareness of data analytics, AI, and the data. That's all. Okay. Right. So this masterclass focuses on career transformation, industry readiness, business thinking, AI adoption, and future-proof skills, not just only software tools. I told you the companies are looking for only problem solving. So this is the problem, solve it. That's all. So for that, only softwares are not enough. For that, you need to have logical skills. You want to have, so, you should have software skills along with that, the logical skills, along with that common sense. Along with that, we also need to have artificial intelligence. Okay. So this is what you should have. Okay. All right. Don't worry. This entire PDF or the presentation, I'll be sharing it with you. How that I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay. All right. Let's see the roadmap. First, we'll understand about, we'll try to just know about the iTech analytics solutions. I'll just take only 1 minute, not more than that. Say iTech analytics solutions was established in 2012. Okay. Almost some 14 to 15 years, 14 plus years, we started actually. At that time, many people were not even aware of data analytics. So we started this iTech analytics solutions in 2012, keeping in mind of giving the awareness of data analytics for the students and the professionals. And we are the beginners, one of the beginners. I cannot say that we are the beginners. We are one of the beginners in Bangalore. If you go and check in 2012, there were only 6 to 7 institutes. In that, iTech analytics solutions is one of them. Okay. Now you can see thousands of institutes actually. Okay. I don't know how they actually teach or something. They might be good, better, than us also. But what I'm telling is we have more experience, right? Say I have 20 plus years of experience in this industry. I'm not telling that artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, I'm a practitioner from last 3.5 years. Okay. But otherwise, I'm in this industry, in data industry from last 20 plus years. Okay. So specialized in data analytics, BI, reporting, AI, and whatever the emerging technology. And we have trained thousands and lakhs of students, including school, colleges, companies, MNC companies, overseas. So I've done kind of trainings for globally, almost, in all the countries as well. Okay. So I have a very good experience with all the domains as well, right from banking, insurance, retail, what is that, real estate. I've almost touched all the domains as well. Okay. So practical project-based learning methodology, and our vision is transform individuals into professionals who solve real business problems with the technology. So that is our motto actually. We try to give more and more knowledge to people. And here one thing is, if anybody joins our institute, they can come back even after 2 years, 3 years also. We don't charge extra fees for them. So that is the best thing what we actually have. This is from day one when we started. We have these rules. Okay. So how this work? So what answers we'll get with this workshop? Say, how can I build a successful career in the age of AI? So many people have the question, AI has come, artificial intelligence have come. How will my career be? Okay. Just imagine previously, let's say our parents used to call them as accountant, or say he was working as some clerk or something. Now those accountant job is gone. Then what is that we have? We have AI powered, accountant, or AI powered, say something like that. Some fancy names are given. I've listed down all these things. If you know all these things in the industry, it is easy for you to apply for the job as well. Okay. So it bridges gap between learning AI tools and understanding business. Okay. So explores data, business analytics, reporting, automation. See, main thing is analytics first. Okay. Combines industry knowledge, live demos, strategic career insights, and helps you see where you are today and where you can go next. Okay. So the entire 2 days master classes, at least to understand what is the industry I have understood and what is the industry actually is. Okay. Right. So the comprehensive understanding of the technology, let's say why data matters, AI as a skill, career path, industry expectation, learning roadmap, and in the end, I'll be talking about our course, that is Career Accelerator. That I'll discuss tomorrow. So today we'll only think about the knowledge. Okay. Right. Let's understand first what is our career path should be. Business and data fundamentals. This is what you should understand first, which we'll be doing it today. Advanced Excel and SQL. From here, the technology will start. Power BI and Tableau. Python for analytics. So here we are trying to understand the data management. Okay. And next we'll be understanding about business intelligence, reportings. And next we'll be understanding about automations, how actually we can write the program and, get the task done soon. And then we're applying AI so that my work will become more faster, reliable, and accurate. Okay. Then after that, we'll be using some agents or automations tools for publishing my project. And here we'll say projects, portfolio, and career. So by the end of any knowledge sessions or say skill development, you should be able to build your portfolio. People previously we used to tell build your profile. Now those days are gone. Now the days are build your portfolio, keep it ready. So that when the companies are actually asking for your details, you have to send your portfolio. Those days are gone. People are seeing your profile, your resume, no one is interested. Your portfolio should be so very clear that if they see your portfolio, they should feel that yes, XYZ, this guy is the one whom I actually looking for. So for that, you should make sure that your LinkedIn has got all the skills, all the certifications, projects, everything. Okay. So you should be aware of these things. Why? Because if you're not building your portfolio, you're not there in the industry. Okay. It is something like a YouTuber, influencer, something like that. You should build your portfolio as well. Okay. Because everything now runs online. I have a profile. I have done my certification. I'll keep it in my file. I'll keep it in my cupboard. Those days are gone. Make sure that everything is there online so that people will feel that yes, this guy has done very good courses, very good skills you have, very good knowledge you have, certifications, internship, projects. Yes, we'll hire it. That is how it works. Okay. Right. So next, this workshop is more than a training program. Okay, it is a roadmap for career transformation, what I've already told you. By understanding how data, analytics, AI, and business thing work together, you will be equipped to prepare opportunities created by future work, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This already I've informed. I've already told you, right? Next, the AI revolution. Now let's understand about why this AI is very important. And many of them actually, when I ask what is AI, first thing they'll say, sir, AI means I'll go to Gemini, I'll put my photo, I'll just say I'm in US, Eiffel Tower, make my picture like as if I'm a hero or a heroine. That's all. People are actually thinking that artificial intelligence is about making a movie, making a media, or go to ChatGPT, say, I want the information they'll give, you'll get 1 pages of information, they'll say, finish. I know AI. AI is not actually that. What I was just telling, it is just a part of it. Now, what is AI? Let me tell you. See, AI is nothing but it is the ability of machines and computers, okay, to perform the task normally requires human intelligence. See, people, there are a lot of difference between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. The name itself says artificial, right? So there is a slide on that which explains completely comparing about human intelligence and artificial intelligence. Okay, I'll talk about that. But what actually is AI? AI is not a software tools, what we actually use like C, C++, Python. It's not actually AI. AI is it will actually understand and work something similar to human by using what? Machines, by using computers, by using programs, by using algorithms, right? Now, the best example everyone knows, you watch Netflix, you go to Amazon, you go to Flipkart, you buy something, the next you'll be keep getting the same related topics or say related things to be purchased or music to listen or something like that. Yes. How this happens? It is reading your mind. How? It is not coming and sitting inside your mind. It is actually trying to understand what you're looking for. That is called as artificial intelligence. You take anything, any domain, everywhere AI is available now. Anywhere. Right from the driverless car to whatever you people actually see in your mobile, everything has got AI. Okay? Right. So how does this actually work? Learning from data, understanding language, recognize images, solving problems, and making predictions. Now, AI can read everything, right from data to your images to your videos, everything it will read, it will try to understand. Because there is something called as memory, where it can try to understand. Okay. I have a book which I've made it. So AI ecosystem. If anybody wants, you can message me. I'll send you that. It is completely about technically how AI works in depth. Now, what I'm telling is just for normal people to understand. But AI has got so many other things which I am actually practicing. So complete in depth, the 4 levels of AI, how it works. If people want, you can let me know. I can send you that book actually, which I've written. Okay. Right. Unlike traditional software that follows fixed rules, AI learns patterns from data and continuously improve. What is that? Say, we actually think logically. AI will not think logically, it will think based on the patterns. Understood? It will think based on the patterns. If you go to ChatGPT, I type some prompt, it will give me the results. Don't think that it is understanding the language there, it is understanding the patterns and it will give the output. But how humans will think we have some logic and then we answer. It's not like that when it comes to AI. It is actually thinking about the patterns and giving the answers. Okay. Everyday examples like ChatGPT generate reports, Claude analyzing documents, Copilot writing Excel formulas. If you just observe this, each AI tool has got its own features, its own qualities, where we can use it for various different purposes. I cannot go and say, ChatGPT, please make a video. It cannot make videos. I'll go to Gemini and say, Gemini, please create a dashboard. It will create a dashboard, but not like what Claude will do. I'll show you. I've created some dashboards in just 2-3 minutes. Okay, so each AI tool has got its own purpose, its own ability to work on some tasks. So you should be aware of those things as well. Okay, right. How AI is transforming every industry. Which all industry? If you ask me, instead of reading all these things, I'll just tell you one thing. AI can be used in every industry, right from schools to your companies, right from banks to mechanical engineering. You name anything, AI can be used. So, to brief you, say business, healthcare, banking, education, marketing, finance, retail, manufacturing, no matter whatever it is, even in agriculture also we can use AI. Everything now needs artificial intelligence. Why? Because it will support us to work more faster and accurate, but not 100% accuracy. But yes, it can work faster. Okay, right. Next, every decade brings a defining technology. Now, this slide is very important. I'll tell you why. Most of the people, they come to me when they want to join the course. They'll say, "Sir, I'm ready to invest. What about my career?" This is the one big question mark everyone will have. Even if I go to any, if I was like you, if I go to any institute, if I'm actually investing some 50, 60,000, first thing comes in my mind is, if I invest 50,000, will I get a job? This is the question mark what everyone will get. But everyone are thinking that artificial intelligence came, my job will go. This is what everyone are actually thinking. Let me tell you. So just think about this. Say something, let's say, in 80s and all, or say before that, okay, there was no job. Then suddenly industry started coming, right? When the industry started coming, the machines will come. Then people who are actually working manually, they got afraid. Then machines have come. Now our job will go. But what happened? Those people started learning how the machines work. Correct? Then they got the job. Right. Then electricity came. That is one big revolution, right? Now all the machines which were actually working manually or something on diesel or say some fuel and all, then electricity came. You see the tailors and all, they started introducing the power machines, right? In my native, we have these handlooms, which they used to do it in hand. Now they have power handlooms. What will happen to the people who are actually working without electricity? They got scared, but they got used to electricity. Yes. Then they again started surviving. Then came computers. Many people used to write in books. Everything were there on papers, right? Then when the computers came, what happened? They got scared. If computers come, my job will go. Then what they did? They started learning it. Again, they started surviving it. Yes or no? Then after that, internet came. Then things became more faster. Communication became more faster. Imagine post office. Everything was actually in post, right? Used to write a letter. It used to go 3-4 days, or say it might be 1 month or so. But when internet came, emails and all started coming. Then what happened to the post office? They got scared, correct? But they also introduced something on where they can do it online, post and all those things. Something they did, right? Again, they also got survived. Yes or no? Similarly, smartphones came. The normal phones gone. Now, when the smartphone came, people started using now. Everything is there in one phone. Banking. You want to do any banking? Go there. App is there. Now, for everything, app has come. People have stopped using for more things on system. Now they'll use everything in app itself because it is more easy, right? Faster. And cloud computing came. All the companies started installing all the servers. Big servers, around 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, they used to invest. Now, with very less cost, we have cloud computing. Correct? Now, you just tell me, in every single stage, there were something or the other revolution happened. But the people thought that job will go, they were thinking, but still they could survive, correct? Same thing. Now we have this artificial intelligence as well. So now what we should do, people are getting scared. My job will go if AI is coming. Why will it go? People just think AI is not removing anyone's job. It is just supporting us. But if it is supporting us, we should also learn how to get help from that. Yes. If you don't know, then just think your mom, she doesn't know anything. For an example, you bring one washing machine with fully loaded with all hi-fi technology. She doesn't know anything. So what will you do? Going to teach her that how to use it? If you're not teaching, how will she use it? My mom, she is not studied it. I got a washing machine. That example I'm giving. It's a fully loaded just because there are a lot of technology. I thought my mom should actually learn this. Then 2 days we taught her how to use it. Now she's using it. Yes or no? So we have to make sure that yes, we will learn this so that we can survive. You come to my native, people actually go, in the farmers or my friends who have not even studied anything. They go, they take all the sheep, cows and all. They have smartphones. Forget smartphones. They have iPhones. They're making reels. How are they making? Are they technically strong? You see, many of the influencers, they are from villages only. They make more followers. Yes or no? Are they, does there no algorithm? No. They only know how to use it. There's do R&D on that. They are also studying. So people, what I'm telling is, if those people can do, why not we? That means for us, the common sense is important. The interest is important. Think about a village person, how much of interest he has shown so that he can learn that particular technology. Yes, you should appreciate that. Though he has not gone for engineering, though he has not gone for any college, but still, if he's able to do that, that means if we are studying so much, why can't we do that? Understood? So, first thing, remove that from your head that AI has come, I'll lose my job. No, it is not that. You have to learn, you have to practice, you have to make sure that yes, I'll also become one among them so that I'll also learn AI. I'll also learn the new technology. I'll also learn something which the company needs. That's all. Enough. Yes or no? Fine. So this is how actually you should start building your career. Every now and then, things will keep coming. Things will keep coming. The technology will keep improving. For that, you have to get adjusted. If you go, just go one round and come, ask how many of them still use keypad mobile. Out of 100, maybe one or two only. But rest all will be using smartphones. Yes. So likewise, you have to get used to the technology, what's happening in the recent times. Okay. Right. Next, what is this? The future of work in AI world. Okay. Say the workplace of the future will not be human versus AI. So we're not going with the competition. It is like it will be humans working with AI. In your house only you have this Alexa. Yes, many people have got, some people have got, driverless cars. Uh, Many things are there now, AI, right? If you go and see in the office also, everything is like AI now, right? The future workspace will require business thinking, data literacy, analytical thinking, and AI literacy. This is very important. Getting educated on AI is very important. Okay. Communication skills, critical thinking, problem solving, adaptability, continuous learning. This is also required. Don't think that I'll just give everything to AI and I'll sit simply. AI is not 100% correct. AI is not 100% correct, so you should be very careful. Okay. Many companies have gone into trouble because thinking that AI can do everything. It will not happen like that. Okay. AI will automate repetitive activities. That means freeing professionals from creativity, strategy, and complex problem solving. There are many places where AI can actually save us or help us, support us so that we can save some time. Okay. So if you just think about me only, I used to create posters. If you want to create a poster, it was taking me 2 hours, 3 hours or something. And just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Give one prompt, it will give me the very nice image, poster. So we should use those things. Okay. The most successful professionals combine human intelligence with artificial intelligence. Understood? That means we should be there. We should be the master. Artificial intelligence should be our assistant, not AI should become our master. Okay. We should take the support of it. When I was like you people, juniors, fresher, you know what I used to do? If I get a problem, if there is some issues, if I'm getting stuck into something, I used to go to my senior. And I used to ask her, sir, this is the problem. I'm not able to solve it. The code is not working. What to do? But now we have someone who is that AI. But directly we'll go to ChatGPT, we'll type, it will give some answer. Okay, fine. That is support. Don't give entire thing to AI and say, oh, my work is done. Then you'll get blasted. Yes, you go to the client and say, I done this in the ChatGPT, you take it. If something was wrong, you'll not scold ChatGPT, you scold you only. So you should be the responsible, right? So you should be very careful about it. Okay. So AI will not replace people. So people who know how to use artificial intelligence effectively will lead the future. So you should be aware of AI completely. Okay. Right. The world runs on data. This is the main thing you people have to understand. People, if you go and check now, software engineers, programmers, they are now in big problem. Why? Because now we have ChatGPT, we have Claude Cowork, we have Codex, we have Cursor. There are so many AI tools which can generate the entire app in just a few minutes. I'll show you some of them I've already developed. I'll show you that. Just a few minutes, you can develop the app over. Then why do we need people sitting, some 10 people team creating one app? No, we can create that in fraction of minutes. Okay, but data is very important. Say everything revolves around the data. People, I'll tell you, even after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years also, people who work in data can survive always. How many ever tools comes, data will remain forever. I'm working in this data industry for the last 20 plus years. Still it is leading. Why? Because everything you go to ATM, insert your card, take out, data is generated. You go to hospital, you just have a checkup and come, there is a data generated. You book a ticket for a movie or a flight or a train or a bus, data is generated. Yes, everywhere data is generated. You call your pizza corner, right? You call it Domino's and say, previously you had ordered so and so pizza. This time also, can I give the same thing? How will they know? Because your data is stored there. Yes, everything is actually public now. Every data is stored. Okay. Every click, every purchase, every search, transaction, app interaction generates valuable information. Everything is there online now, your information. Data is the foundation of business, governments, scientists, organization used to make decisions. Okay. AI cannot function without data. Your Netflix, your YouTube, you go to Instagram, everywhere. If you keep searching for something, suddenly you're getting same kind of, the required, say, output. That is because of your data. Okay. Without data, AI is like human trying to make decisions without any knowledge or experience. Simple. Data is always there. That's why I always tell people, take the career of data. I'll tell you, you can survive anywhere. Companies that use data effectively gain a significant competitive advantage over those that ignore. That's what I told you now. Make sure that you are actually in data. What career I should take? Take data analytics, take data science, take data engineering. Anything is fine. All are actually on demand. Okay. Right. So every organization collects data in many different data types actually. Say customer data, financial data, sales data, operational data, then IoT data, marketing data, employee data, what all data. Everywhere they're collecting the data. One way or the other, they're collecting the data, right? One way or the other, they'll be collecting the data. Okay. Now the data, what is actually stored, technically let's speak. People, as I told you today, we'll just have the discussion. We'll have about the information. I told not much of practicals, but tomorrow we'll be working on complete practicals. Why? Because this background, if you understand, people, I tell you, after this session, you just go home and just think the kind of, the information what you would have got, you would have understood what actually happened in data. Okay. That's why I've made the slides. So if your people are feeling very bored in the middle, I'll show you some of the interesting things as well, but make sure that you understand this. Okay. All right. Now, people, when it comes to data, say there is something called as structured versus unstructured versus semi-structured. What is this structured? What is this semi-structured? What is this unstructured? People, instead of reading everything, let me just give you with my experience and thing. When the data is actually stored, they are actually stored in various different ways. The data can be numbers, date, or text. The data can be your profile with the Word document or PDF, or it can be music, it can be a video. Anything is data. Fine. When I say structured data, that means it is like row and column, what we have in Excel or SQL, correct? Very easy to read. You go to Excel, say name, I'll have my details. But when I say unstructured data, let's take the files, the videos, the images. I don't know how to go and immediately take that. There are sometimes raw data which are not even properly arranged, unstructured. So the data can be of various different, say, you go to your system, if you're not arranged your data, just keep on saving all the files. What happens if it's unstructured? So what happens if it is unstructured? To access that particular data, it is difficult. Yes. I cannot go and search. Let's say, for example, I have 1000 music, all very nice music. I'll just copy somewhere and I'll dump in my system. Now I want to listen one of the favorite songs. I'm not named it properly, not segregated properly. Now, can I get that particular one song which I like very much in that 1000 songs? We might not. Luckily, if that opens, it is fine. Otherwise, you have to go and keep on randomly checking each and everything. But suppose if you have structured it properly, very easy to go and search. That's why structured data is always the best one, but not always we can structure it. Okay. So we have unstructured and semi-structured data, which are like emails, images, PDFs, customer reviews, chat messages. Okay. So in these cases, AI plays a very important role because it has been programmed like that to understand and get the details. You go to ChatGPT, there will be so many chats you should have done. But if you want to search, I can go search, you can go and search for that and give you. Okay. Right. So data is generated continuously across every industry. So that we already discussed. So again, I'll not go and walk you through all these things. Every industry will be getting this data, right? Okay. So many people say that data is actually the new oil. This is a saying actually saying that the data is actually the new oil. So what is that? Say crude oil. Say in the oil industry, we have crude oil, they'll refine it. Again, they'll convert that into petrol or diesel. Then again, it is converted into energy. And then we have a lot of money, economic growth. Similarly, the data industry is like, see, raw data. We'll process it. Then we get the insights, then business decisions, and we'll get the business value. That is the growth. So whatever we have in the industry, that oil growth, oil industry, we can compare that with the data industry as well. Okay. All right. Next, the world's most successful companies are data driven. When I say successful company, easily we can know what are those companies, right? First thing which will come in mind is Amazon. Why? Because every day, especially girls, will be going on searching, right? Something or the other. Not telling that only girls will purchase, but yes, people say nothing wrong. We have an app. We keep on searching, correct? Data is generated there. Netflix, many of them, including me, we go and search what is the new series, what new movie. Because OTT has become like, people don't want to go for theaters and all. We have our own OTT now. Just search for movies, start watching, right? Google, every time you have to use Google. Uber, we actually book the cabs. Then Swiggy, Zomato, that is like, has become everyone are actually using it now, right? Then banks, hospitals, manufacturing companies, everywhere data is available. So these companies are actually growing more and more because of the data itself. Okay. All right. So data is the fuel of the digital economy. AI is the engine that transforms that fuel into intelligent decisions. Okay. Right. Now comes our main topic, that is what is data analysis. So let's go and check what is data analytics. Let me tell you in a very simple way. Let's not go through every slide and it will be boring actually. Let me just give you a complete picture of what is data analytics. First of all, analytics means I have a huge data. I want to understand the data. If you want to understand the data, let's say I have 10,000 pages of book. If I give it to you, will you be able to understand? No, you have to go through all the 10,000 pages. Similarly, if I have 10,000 records, if I give it to you, will you understand? No. If I'm a technical person, if I'm a data engineer, data scientist, yes, I can understand. But if you're a normal person, then for that, what we will do is we'll try to analyze the data and make sure that how this data can be made more easily understood for the people who doesn't know anything. That is, who are normal people. That is called as data analysis. That means I take the data, I'll try to modify it, clean it, arrange it, structure it in such a way that I can create some reports out of it and then give it to the people who cannot technically understand, but they can understand about the complete story of the thing. That is data analysis. I gave just a simple explanation, but to do that, it is not so easy that what I told them. You have to do a lot of R&D, lot of task on that. That is called as data analytics. So the flow is I have the data collection, then I have to do the cleaning, then I have to transform it. Transform means, say for example, sometimes you know what happens. I have the date, day, month, and year. I want only month, so I'm just transforming that into month. I have text, all are in small letters. I want to make that into capital letters. That is transformation. So you're transforming the data. Okay. Then we do the analysis, visualizations, that is reports, dashboards, and then we have some business insights, and then we can make the decision. This is the flow. Data analytics. Okay. So data analytics is the process of collecting, cleaning, organizing, transforming, analyzing, and interpreting data to discover meaningful patterns and insights. Told you whatever is there in the definition, I told you in a simple English, right? Next, there are various different type of analytics. Analytics means people think, okay, I have a data, I'll create one dashboard in Power BI, Tableau. I'll tell artificial intelligence to create the dashboard, done, and I'll send it. No, don't think like that. Analytics has got various different phases as well. What is that? Descriptive, most common analytics what we do. What is that? What happened? Okay, what happened? For example, I'm getting 50,000 salary. By the end of the month, I will say what happened? EMI. I purchased some dress. I went with friend with some parties. That means everything is gone. 50,000 is gone. How it has gone? That is called as the descriptive. So I know where all I have spent. What happened? I know that. That is actually called as descriptive analytics. Diagnostic. Some problem has happened. I'm getting 50,000 salary, but still I'm not able to save. What is the problem? From last 3 months, I am actually taking loan from my friend. There is something happening. What happened? This is called as diagnostic. That means, why did that happen? Where should I correct it? Now I'll go and check. From 3 months, I took loan from my friend. First I took 5,000, then again 10,000, and again 8,000. What should I do now? There is some problem. So you'll go and check where is the problem. Where is the money getting? Like, no, I'm spending money unnecessarily. This is called as diagnostic. That means there is a problem in the business. So how to correct that? So we should understand the problem, right? To give a medicine, first I should know what is the problem, what is the disease. So that is called as diagnostic. Predictive. What will happen? I'm getting 50,000 salary, but I'm taking loan for purchasing a house. Now what will happen? They're actually thinking predictive. Next 5 years, what will happen? How I should manage? You getting my point? That is what is predictive analytics. Prescriptive. What should we do? Everything now I know, the problem I know. I know what happened previously, everything I know. Now what should I do? That is called as insights. I'm actually giving suggestions. Now you yourself will think, 3 months, I spent so much, I'm taking loan, something is happening. What should I do now? Okay, that is called as prescriptive, like prescription, we call it as, right? Correct? Understood. So understand these things. People, I'll tell you, if you understand these things, next it is technical. We can use Excel, Power BI or something, and we can do it. People, all this, it's my experience, what I'm actually telling you. It is not that I'll go to some books and take everything and tell you. Whatever I have experienced in the last 20 years, I'm just putting that to people so that you can understand it. Okay? Right. Then KPIs, dashboards, and business reporting. This one we'll discuss in detail practically tomorrow in the tomorrow's dashboards. But I'll tell you what is KPIs and dashboards. KPIs means, for example, I want to know what is the total sales, what is the total profit, the percentage of growth. These are called as KPIs. Dashboard means I'm collecting all the visualizations, reports, and keeping it in one place. Okay. So this anyways will be working tomorrow. Practically, I'll show you. Okay. Right. So where data analytics can be used? Again, it is used in all the industry. Let's not go through this again and waste time. Right. Now let's understand about data versus information versus insights versus decisions. Most of the people, okay, when I go to some seminars, webinars, or anywhere, I'll ask one question simply. If I ask what is data, people will say data is nothing but information. But do you know there is a lot of difference between data and information? People think that data is information, but data is not the actual information. I'll tell you what is data. Say raw data means unprocessed facts and figures. What is raw data? It is unprocessed. Simply, it is like dumping. Just bring that, dump it. That's all. Large volume, unorganized, no immediate business meaning. There is no meaning in raw data. It's just like dump. It can be blanks, it can be uncleaned, formats is not there. But what is information? Information means which will inform us, which is very easy to understand. Okay, say data is clean, organized, summarized. Starts answering what happened, how much. That means we can question many things. Keep this in mind. Next time, when someone asks you what is data and information both same, no. Data is different, information is different. They might sound same, but data is unorganized, unstructured. Okay, but information is, it is very much easy for me to get the details. It is informing us something. Okay, right. Then analysis, nothing but the patterns or trends, what we actually try to create say insights. They're nothing but the information or some suggestions what we can actually give. Say decisions after the insights, people can actually take the decision. This is done by the top management. Okay. All right. Next, business growth. So after all this, obviously the growth will happen, right? How a retail chain turned data into 18% sales increase. This is just a scenario actually. I'll tell you what is that. Say raw data, we have all the information. Same, what happened is the revenue. See, in this case, this is just a scenario. Business problem. A retail chain saw overall sales decrease by 12% over the last quarter. I told you 3 months example I gave you, right? Like that. Say information is 12% revenue down. Then analysis compared inventory levels, delivery schedules, and purchasing patterns. What is that? They're trying to understand where is the problem. Then next, insight. So high demand products were frequently out of stock due to supply chain delays. They understood diagnostic analytics. They try to understand. Now I need to fix it. They fixed it and they improved. It's just a scenario. Then how it will actually improve? Say if you don't know what to do, then how would you actually give suggestions? Right? So that can be done by data. Okay. Insights drive action across every industry. So this is nothing but we have to make sure that study the problem and then give solution to the problem. Okay. Right. Data tells you what happened. Analytics explains why it happened. Insights reveal what matters. Then decisions determine what happens next. Growth is the reward for making the right decisions. So data is actually telling us what happened. Then analysis explains why it is happening. Then insights reveals what is the matter. Then understanding that insights, we can take the decision what should be done next. Then because of that, growth will absolutely will. Okay, right. So understanding modern data careers. So after all this, you should understand the careers. Our ultimate aim is what? Making money, getting good salary, getting good job, right? So how data flows to organization, data source, then data engineer, data analyst, business intelligence, data science, artificial intelligence, and business leader. They are the top management. Data sources. People who actually type data entry jobs, correct? So what they do, they'll collect the information from here and there. They'll go to website, collect the information, fine. Then what data engineer will do? He'll start cleaning it, create some pipelines so that he can actually modify the data, prepare the data. What data analyst next? Data is done. It go to data analyst. What data analyst will do? He will try to analyze the data, create some reports. Everything is ready. Then business intelligence. That is where the visualizations, the dashboards are created. Then it will go to data scientist. He will start, doing some research on that. Then AI engineers will be there. They'll see all the things are correct or not. And then that will go to business leaders who actually take the decision. So this is the flow in the company or a project. Now, if you go here, see the careers. 5 core data and AI careers at a glance. Data engineer, data analyst, BI developer, data scientist, AI professional. Now there are so many job, say designations have come up. Okay. Say primary responsibility of data engineer, build and manage data infrastructure. What is the common tools you'll be using? SQL, Azure Data Factory, ADF, we call it as Databricks. So main deliverables, pipelines, ETL, then data warehouse. Data analyst. His job is to analyze business data. The common tools what you'll be using is Excel, SQL, Power BI, Tableau, Python. People, this data analyst job, I'll tell you, the best job what I can say. Why? He can become data engineer. He can become developer. He can become data scientist. He can become an AI professional. Data analyst, one person, he can become anything. Why I'll tell you, see, data engineer, it is slightly difficult because he's more technical. He's working only on technical things. But data analyst can take the role of business analyst as well. BA role as well. Okay, I'm not telling data engineer cannot become, but his job is completely technical. Not be thinking more about analysis and all. But people who do this analytics job, they can go either for technical side as well as for the business side. That is why data analytics jobs are on more demand. Okay, so BI developer is just trying to work on Power BI, Tableau, only creating reports. Okay, then data scientist, his work is to check the reports, predict what's happening. So next 5 years, what will happen? Something like that. Okay. So you'll be using Python, R, TensorFlow. There are so many other tools as well. His main aim is machine learning models. Then AI professional, you will develop intelligent AI solutions like ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, LangChain, Make.com, N8N, so many things. AI apps, agents, automation. So his job is to automate so that we can get more reports. Okay. So just now I told you about this data engineer and data analyst. I'll be giving you this particular PPT, just go through this in depth. But data engineer is more of technical side. Data analyst is both technical as well as business. Okay. All right. So again, business intelligence, this we just go through this. I'll not again walk you through because I've already spoken here. The same thing, which is elaborated. People, this slide you can go through later. The requirement of the skills. Okay, I've just given it, with the stars. We can see here, data analyst has got all the technologies. Okay, see people, I was right from graphic designers to movie maker, video maker, to programmer, data analyst, data scientist, data engineer. I worked in all the industry. That's why for me, right from the designing to the programming level, I know it. But because I was a data analyst, I was able to work on all the roles. Data analytics is one job, one skill, which can give you like 360 degrees. I don't think that data engineer cannot become like that. He can become, but data engineers are more of technical things. You think about data, cloud, something like that. Okay. The industry demand and future opportunities. We already have discussed about this. So almost all the industry needs what? The data analysts, data engineers. Okay, wherever you think about data, Now you say where the data is available, all the industry. You can work in all the industry, we can apply for all the industry. But the problem with software developers is they should go and apply only for those kind of companies who are actually the production company where they develop software, tools and all. Okay. Next, why every professional should learn AI? This is very important. Most of the people actually feel that I am not from a technical background. Yes, I'm not from a technical background. Which background you are? If you ask, people will come for inquiries. They'll say, sir, I am from BCom background, BSc background, BA background. Can I do this AI? People, let me tell you, AI can be done by anyone. Anyone can do AI. How? I'll tell you. So this one, let's imagine in 1980s, we had this typewriting. Then 1990s, computer came. Then 20s, internet and email came. 2010s, Microsoft Office, all these things, 2010, previously also it has come. Then 2020s, cloud and data analytics. Now it is AI and AI collaboration. Think in mind. Means now the technology is AI. So we have to learn at any cost. Let's go here. See, AI dramatically accelerates everyday work. What? Without AI, research, collect, analyze, write report, create presentation, review, and submit. Correct. How much of process you used to do manually? Now, people with AI, research with AI, generates first draft, review, refine, submit. Over. Within few minutes. Within few minutes, you can do. Go to Perplexity. If you have not heard about Perplexity, go and check. If you want to do any research work, use Perplexity. You will get very good research work. Go to ChatGPT. If you give some prompt, it will not give you the complete, say, complete information. There will be something called as research. Just select that. Reasoning, thinking. Just give that. It will give, very nice output. Print out. You don't have to bother, go search 100 websites. One place you'll get everything. Okay. Right. So this is what I was telling about human intelligence and AI intelligence. What is that? Simple way I'll tell you. See, if it is humans, creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, business judgment, ethics and leadership, innovation, these are all like common sense, which we actually think. But how the AI will think? Instead of creativity, it is speed. It will finish the work speed. Large scale data processing. Then pattern recognition. So it will not think emotionally. It is pattern recognition. Connect, say content generation. You want any content? Just give to ChatGPT, it will give the content. Then automation, say continuously availability. So there are two things, right? Human intelligence and artificial intelligence. Understood how actually it works? So jobs will change more than they disappear. No jobs have gone, but the the designation, the kind of responsibilities will change. That's all. Just observe this. Accountant, AI powered financial analyst. Financial analyst, now they call it as HR executive, AI assisted talent specialist, talent acquisition. Previously, they used to call HR and all, right? Now say talent acquisition. Marketing executive, AI marketing strategist. Data analyst, now it has become AI powered data analyst. Say customer support agent, say customer experience specialist. Business analyst, say now they call it as business consultant. So the names have become fancy, but the job is same with the support of AI. Okay, right. So AI is already valuable in every profession. You can see in every profession. I told you already, every profession AI is already there. So you have to learn AI. Okay. Next, the future belongs not to those who compete with artificial intelligence, but to those who learn to collaborate with it. That means you should learn AI. AI does not replace human potential, it amplifies it. That means it is actually trying to improvise it. Speed, accuracy, everything we get more and more day by day. Okay. Right. The next module. Can anyone learn AI? Okay. People, another 2, 3 chapters, that's all. After that, we'll have a discussion. I'll show you some interesting things, and after that, we'll have a discussion. Right. AI is only for programmers. This is what many people actually think. They feel that AI means someone who knows about programming, someone who is very technical. No. Then who this AI is for? AI is only for programmers. This is what actually many people think. I don't know coding. I'm not from computer science background. AI is too difficult. I'm too old to learn. People, extremely sorry. There was some problem with the Wi-Fi. Am I audible now? Extremely sorry for this. Am I audible? Please confirm me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Extremely sorry, people. Something happened. I don't know. Suddenly, the Wi-Fi got disconnected. So just trying this. Okay. Right. So once again, very sorry. Able to see. Just confirm if you're able to see the screen. All of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So once again, very sorry. This slide was actually very important. Okay. So let me just continue. Yeah. Right, people. Done. Okay. Right. So people. So what I was telling is the common myths we just discussed. Now the reality is modern AI tools uses NLP. That is nothing but natural language programs. Say we don't have to bother about the coding. We just have to understand about how the AI tools will actually work. That's all. Just type summarize this report or write a formula. That's enough. Automatically, it will actually give all the contents. AI understands plain English and responds within seconds. You don't have to be a programmer. You just give normal English, it will give the results. Accessible to almost everyone, regardless any background. It will not say, oh, you are BA student, you are computer science student. It will not understand that. Just give anyone will give, it will give me the output. Okay. The goal is to become AI powered professional, not AI scientist. The people, there are two things. One is AI developers, one is AI users. So if not AI developers, become AI users, non-developers. Okay. As I always tell people, see, the developers are something different. They sit and develop all these new AI tools. For us, ChatGPT, Copilot, Claude, there is more than enough for us. We don't have to go, again create one more Claude or ChatGPT. Hundreds of tools. Who will use it if you keep on developing? Who will use it? This is enough. Companies are using these AI tools only. Might be there are some companies who are trying to develop, that is fine. Let the developers think about it. But now, if you think, no, I'll go and learn all these development and then I'll go look for a job, that will become very long time. If you are very much interested, if you think, yes, I want to become an AI developer, then please go ahead. It's a very good field. But if you're not interested in programming, if you think that, no, I don't want all these things, why to waste time? Think about the next career. What is that? That is AI non-developers. Okay, that's what this slide says. Okay. So every profession can benefit from AI. Every professionals can be students, it can be freshers, professionals, managers, entrepreneurs, marketers, finance, HR teams. Everyone can benefit. Everyone. Right. Two approaches: coding and non-coding. So AI can be used in both the ways, coding and non-coding. Say, coding requires programming, suitable for developers, builds a application, greater customization, long learning curve. This is for people who are interested in coding. They are data analysts. They're not much interested in coding, but I always tell people learn coding, not to the extent where you'll become developers, at least to develop, to the extent where you become automation specialists. That I always recommend. That is why in our course we have Python as well as VBA macros so that people can at least learn some programming skills. You go and check in most of the data analyst trainings, they'll not be programming. But I recommend programming because I was in that industry. I know how much of necessity it is. Okay. Say non-coder uses natural language, suitable for everyone, uses existing AI tools, then faster adoption, easy for beginners. Say using AI tools which are already existing. That is what we need. That's what the companies are actually using. A new AI tool, who is developing? The companies who actually think that, okay, I need a customized tool. Only they will actually use. Okay. How beginners can start AI? Say, understand what is AI, then use AI assistants daily. For AI assistant, ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, Gemini. Learn prompt engineering. This is very important. Then apply AI to daily work. Then learn AI for your profession, then learn AI automation, and then it goes on. AI learning is very easy actually. Okay. So artificial intelligence is no longer a skill for selective. It is becoming a universal skill for everyone. The future belongs to those willing to learn, adapt, and collaborate with AI. So what I'm saying, AI is compulsory. Okay. What should you actually learn in AI? So I will just brief you through this. AI fundamentals, then natural language models, generative AI, that is Gen AI, and then prompt engineering. Learn these things enough. AI fundamentals means what?
Sir, your voice is glitching.
People, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
People, am I audible? Yeah, I'm sorry, something is happening. Maybe because last evening it was raining, right? So, but Wi-Fi, I think there is some problem. But people, am I audible now?
Yes.
People, just confirm me. I'll continue. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, people.
Yes, sir.
Is the
You are
screen
audible.
visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, is the
Yes,
screen
yes, yes.
visible?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Once again, sorry for this. Okay. So I was talking about building AI skills. What all things you have to learn? Suppose if you are a non-coding AI, non-coder section, AI fundamentals, then LLM, that is learn ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and Copilot. That is more than enough. If you want to learn perplexity, that is also fine. Okay. Then Gen AI. What is Gen AI? It is nothing but you're trying to generate something. What are things I can generate? I can generate images. I can generate videos. I can generate content, that is text. Then I can generate sound, that is voice, music. Now you can generate even files also. Claude can help me in generating even the files also. Okay. Prompt engineering. People, this is very important. Prompt engineering, learn this. It is very, very useful actually. Why? Because if you want to communicate with this LLMs, prompt engineering is very important. Okay. All right. Then AI productivity, then AI automation, AI agents, responsible AI and governance. These things after you feel that yes, and now I'm good in working in AI. Then after that, you can go for these things. Okay. Right. The quality of prompt shapes the quality of the result. This is called as prompt engineering. Just to brief you, some people, what they do, they'll give this, write a report. No context, objective, and audience is generic. You're not giving a proper prompt, but you should give something like this with complete details. Okay. Then it is very good for us to get the output. Okay. The way you give the prompt, the way I get the output. Okay. So AI for reporting, business, and data analytics. Again, this we already discussed. Okay. The goal is not to master AI tool. The goal is to master the principles, skills, and mindset, allow to adopt, learn, blah, blah, blah. This, right. Now, people, what I'll do is, let me minimize this. I'll show you a few examples. Today, we're not going to work on anything. I'll just show you some of the dashboards and things like that, which I've just used some small prompt and I've created. This is just for you people to understand. But how to do this, I'll tell you. I told you tomorrow it'll be only practical. I'll be showing you all the things only in AI. See, people, I actually created one PBA macros. Okay. What is the PBA macros? I'll show you. Let me open this one Excel file. Okay. Just you see this. You see here. I have an Excel file here with the data. This got us the raw data. See. Okay. What I did is I went to Claude. Right. Let me see. Just go here. Let me open Claude. Okay. I'll just show you, how much of code I've written. I'll just show you. Let's say I'll search. Say. Okay, this one. Let's check this. All right. So people, just observe this. This is the code which I have given. Okay. I given this Excel file. Same Excel file I've taken here. You see how much of the prompt what I've written here. See, this is the prompt I have given. You know what it did? It gave me. Is the time given here? Let me see. Okay. I think time is not given. See, it gave me this .bas file. So what is .bas file? It is nothing but it's a macro module. Okay. Now I downloaded this. Now let me show you. I'll go to this Excel. Can you see this file? Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll go to VB editor where we can write the macros. That is program, Excel program. Now I have this .bas file which the Claude has created for me. It took not more than 2-3 minutes. Now what I'll do is I'll import this. Right click and say import. Okay. So this is my .bas file. I'll say done. Can you see this? This is the code. Can you see the code here? The program. Now, if I'll ask you people, can you explain this code? Can you do that? Suppose if you ask me, can you explain? For me, slightly, I know, because I know programming, I can explain, but not a single line of code I have written. Not a single line of code I have written. It is generated by this Claude here. See, can you see this? I'm showing the proof here. This I had done very long back actually. Now I'll go here and I'll say create dashboard. Do we have that create dashboard? Let me see. Let me just check that. Just give me a minute. I'll just search for this. Okay. Let's say fish. There is one program where we can actually create the dashboard. I'll just try to run that. Okay. Build the dashboard. So see, just observe this Excel file. There's nothing, right? Yeah. Now I'll just execute this. Let me go here. I'll just run this. Just see how much time it will take. Over. How much time it took? 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Yeah. Just observe now. I'll go to this Excel file. This is my Excel file actually. Okay. This is my Excel file, which I had this data. Can you see this? This is the data. Now, I didn't do anything. I just asked Claude to create one .vas file. Now you just observe this. Can you see this? Entire dashboard was able to create how many minutes? Say 2-3 minutes. Let's say 10 minutes to develop this. I myself used to do all these dashboards at least 1 week with all the formatting, analyzing. See this, and it is dynamic. It is not that it is just simply, the design is there. See, can you see this? See, the refresh. See, see this. Like this, we can. Okay, so this is what we teach here. It's not that just learn Excel, Power BI or something. You make me learn like this. Tomorrow I'll show you some more. It's just for you people to understand the background of it. I just showed you. Okay, today was just about discussions, but tomorrow I'll show you complete practical thing. Let me show you some more things. Okay. So this is .bas where we have all the codes written by Claude itself. But people, it can generate app, it can generate dashboard like what we have this HTML, that is website. Let me show you. See, I'll go here. Let me open this for HTML. Again, this was created by Claude itself. See this? Not a single line of code I've written. Not a single, say reports I've created. See, this is a static report actually. Let me go here. I'll close this. Let me open one more. See this? This is again same data, but dynamic. See here, I'll say send. Can you see that? Let's say I'll go here and I'll select, say, can you see here? All categories. See? Not a single code I've written. You can go and you can check this. See? Different reports. See? And I can also export this if you want. You can go here, you can select and you can export. See? Let's say I'll select. Can you see that? I'm getting something here. Say, let me go. Right. See? How many records are there? 3 records, right? I'll say export. See? full-fledged dashboard. See, it took not more than 3 minutes for me to do this. Okay, let me show you one more thing. See here. Okay, this is for our institute, like certificate generation, how many people have joined, something like that. I just thought, let me just do it. See, this is a website actually. See, within fraction of minutes we can do this. So many dashboards. Okay, let me just show. See, for agriculture, because I do a lot of R&Ds on agriculture. So if you see here, see, I'll go and see this. This is what AI can do. This is what we'll be teaching you people, not just only technology. We'll also teach you how the dashboard should be. What are dashboards? Tomorrow I'll be discussing about these things. Okay. All right. So people, I'll always, this is what the companies actually expect. So make sure that you people actually try to learn AI as much as possible. Okay. Right. So we actually, here we use mostly this ChatGPT Claude. Copilot is very less I actually use because Copilot is not so strong, but still I use ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini for design. Okay. So careers, again, already discussed about it. So AI analyst, prompt engineer, AI consultant, automation specialist, AI trainer. Okay. So there are various different careers what we have now. Okay. So this again, the careers are there. So just go through this. The balanced skill set of successful AI professional, you should be technically strong. Technical skills are very much important. Business skills, then professional skills. People, these are the three skills what we actually teach here. Not just only say, I've seen institute saying that we'll teach Azure. That's all. What is the use of just learning only Azure? What is the thing there? You learn only about the Excel. So you should be aware of all the things. Okay. All right. So AI plus data analytics, that is actually the present and the future. I cannot say only future. So in the previous years, we used to create Excel reports, manual calculations, and static dashboards. But now SQL, Power BI, Tableau, Excel, all these things we have to use. Then Python and interactive dashboards, cloud platform and AI assistants. But in future, we might actually use everywhere all these agents, AI agents, workflows, all this. Days have come already. This I cannot say tomorrow, today, present we have now. Okay. All right. So 5 competencies that creates business impact, business thinking, data analytics, artificial intelligence, automation, and communication. These 5 things you should be aware of if you want to get a job. Just don't say, I'm very good in Claude, will not Excel. I'm very good in Excel. No, you should be good in Excel, you should be good in data analytics, you should also be good in communications, technical things, everything you should be good now. Okay. Right. So again, this is the scenario. Just go through this. Okay. Building a complete hybrid skill set, right from business fundamentals, data management, then business intelligence, data analytics, artificial intelligence, automation, and then finally you can build your portfolio and then apply for the job. Okay. Right. So now I'll just take some questions from you people. Okay. So let me just finish about this day to what we'll be learning in tomorrow's sessions, and then I'll give time for question and answers. You can ask me any questions you have, I'll answer. Okay, just 1 more minute, that's all. So tomorrow we'll be working on some examples on Excel, SQL Server, Power BI, Tableau, Python, automations, and whatever I showed you today, right? All these dashboards, those kind of things we'll work on. So that is what we'll be working tomorrow. Today, my intention was people should be aware of what's happening in the industry, what is AI, and what actually we should be, prepared. That's all today I did. That's why I took most of the things theoretical. But tomorrow I'll show you technically what the companies will actually need. Okay. So we'll be learning about all these technologies tomorrow. Okay. These are the key takeaways. And tomorrow, I want all of you, most of the people, if you think you want to come, say offline, that is good. Not able to come, you can come online. Okay, right now, let me take the questions from people online who are there. And before I take the questions, I'm very sorry about the disconnection. I don't know why it happened. I'm very sorry, people online. So now I'll leave it to you. I guess you would have taken some notes. I guess you would have taken some questions. So you can ask me any questions. People offline, you can also ask me question if you have any question. And people online, you can also ask me the question. You can unmute and you can ask me the question. No worries. Questions. Any questions? Okay, you have a question on the class, sir. Yeah. No, no. First, let's finish this. Sure. And then I'll talk about the classes. Any questions? No? No questions?
Sir, I have a one doubt.
I'll tell you about that. Yeah. Vinay.
Sir, tomorrow classes we can attend offline as well, right? Tomorrow class.
Yeah, you can. That's what I was telling. See, people,
Oh,
you can attend offline, you can attend online. There is no problem. People who are sitting here offline, if you're not able to come, you can take the link from Suma. You can attend online. People who are there offline, online. If you think you want to come, you can come offline as well. Just for the poster sake, I've just put online because if it becomes too crowded, then it will be difficult for us to manage. So that's why we're given it as online. But people who are there offline and say online, you can come offline as well. There is no issues. But if you're in Bangalore, it is fine. But for that, if you are staying somewhere outside Bangalore and don't travel, so much of time and then come. So for them, I say attend online only. If you're there within Bangalore, if you're able to travel, please come offline, no problem. Okay, Vinay?
sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir. I will visit tomorrow. Yeah, thank you.
Sure. Any other questions, people?
So I have a question.
Yeah, Ganesh.
So you said that you will not be using Copilot mostly.
Ah,
So because Copilot is built by the Microsoft,
yes,
so and it supports all Microsoft products.
yes.
So can we explore Copilot as well instead of going on to the Gemini cloud? Am I audible, sir? Hello. Am I audible?
You're able to hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Ganesh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let me repeat again. I don't know, again it got disconnected. So what I was telling is, so I was telling that Copilot will be taught, okay, but we'll be concentrating more on ChatGPT and Claude because that is more strong, and most of the companies are using this ChatGPT and Claude. Since we are using this MS Office as well, Claude will be taught, but not to the extent where we teach this Copilot and the Claude and the ChatGPT. But yes, Copilot also will be there in the syllabus. Why? Because MS Office Copilot is the native. Okay, got it, Ganesh?
Yes, sir.
But if there was some miscommunication saying that, if you would have understood that I'm not teaching Copilot, I'm sorry. If understood like that, Copilot is there. With Gemini also is there. Okay, so we'll be teaching all these four different AI tools, but we'll be concentrating more on ChatGPT and Claude because that is more stronger, actually, more advanced.
Okay,
Right.
sir,
Any other questions?
so that was my expectations was.
No problem. Copilot will be there. But suppose people, let me tell you one thing. In ITAS, okay, suppose you think that you want to learn, say, Ganesh was telling that I want to learn more of Copilot. Don't worry, we can take extra 2 classes and we'll teach. It's not that we should go with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The chapters only 5 chapters. No, sixth chapter is about what you're expecting. You can let me know. I'll surely take some time because see, ITAS, we are there from last 15 years. 14 plus years. Okay. So we are not that, we'll go with time bound, saying that actually today I was told to start Excel class. Okay. That's what actually what the plan was. But for me, always what I do is I want to make people who are actually joining. First, they should understand what they're learning, what all things, we should master, what all things are necessary for us. After that, if you start, learning the technologies, it will be easy for you. If you don't know what actually you're learning, then it is like just coming to a school, writing ABCD and going, and then you don't know what to make a word or statement. So that should not be there. Okay. So not only Ganesh, anyone who is sitting here, if you feel that, anyways, tomorrow I'll talk about the syllabus. Okay. Not today. Today I've just given awareness. That's all. Tomorrow I'll talk about the syllabus. You can know that. If you feel there is something missing in that, you can let us know. We'll add it. There is, because see, now there are so many things to learn. It's very vast. Companies to companies, the skills are changing, the technologies are changing, but the common thing is AI and data analytics. So for that, what we should learn, what is the best, what is the most common use that I'm actually adding. Suppose if you think there is something missing, let me know. I'll try to add in that. It might take 1 or 2 days extra that we'll manage. So we'll not go with time bound saying that 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours. No, we don't do that. So you can let us know if anything is missing. 100% we'll add and we'll teach you now. Okay, Ganesh, is it fine?
Fine, sir.
Yeah, okay, but. All right, any other questions, people online?
No, sir, we are good.
No? Yeah. So people online, if you think there is no questions, no worries. Attend tomorrow. Even if you have, questions which you're not able to frame it, still I'm available tomorrow. Otherwise, also tomorrow I'll be giving my number, so you can ask me questions after that also, or you can ask Suma for any further questions or anything. And tomorrow also same link. Okay, it will be same link. No changes in the link. You can attend 10:30. We'll attend the session. Okay. So right. So people, before I leave the session, I'll just take 30 seconds of yours. How was the session? You can message
Yes,
or
sir, it
unmute
was
and
a
say.
it
Gemini?
was a good interactive session, sir,
Okay.
covering almost all the basic
Okay.
about the AI tools, how it will be helpful for the daily
Okay.
thing compared to technical, who wanted to be go in the coding sector or who wanted to be going on to non-coding also, both it will be useful by learning the AI
Yes.
tools.
Yes. Thank you so much. So the intention was that to remove the confusion. That's all. To give the awareness. So today I cannot say that I'm teaching something technically, but I'll promise you tomorrow it is only technical. I will bring you a lot of exercises and I'll show you whatever I showed you today. I'll show you practically.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, people. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys tomorrow then. Take care. Have a great day. Happy weekend. Bye bye.